Howdy folks, Kel Kellogg here. It is time for my weekly fishing report. Yesterday, I was out on beautiful Lake Berryessa with Captain Nate, Big Nate's Guide Service. We had a killer trip. I shot a full-length video out there, but I'm not going to really give it away because Nate is going to cover this in his own fishing report. Hit Collins Lake a couple times this week. I am still catching trout up there. If you want to book a trip with me, you want to get out, do some downrigger fishing on Collins Lake, give me a call, 530-320-0368, 530-320-0368. I'll show you how to catch foothill trout during the dead of summer, and there are still some nice fish available out there. Top fish again this week was a lightning trout, 4 or 5 pounds. On my private fishing side, I made it up to French Meadows Reservoir once again and experienced good action. Only fished for about 4 hours. Caught fish up to about rainbows, up to about 3.5 pounds, I would say. They are big, beautiful planted Lassen trout. The Department of Fish and Game doesn't plant the lake anymore. The planting is being done by the Placer Water Agency, so they're getting those big Lassen planters. And not all of them got caught last year. There are some big, beautiful, sleek holdovers out there, too. Here's what I was catching them on. Number one offering, just like my last trip up there, the natural colored Trout Trix minnow teamed with the action disc, trolled anywhere from 1.8 to about 2.5 miles an hour on the downrigger. Hot depth for that has dropped a little bit. It's getting warmer. We're into July now. But the hot depth for that was 25 to 30 feet. That's where I was hitting them on the minnow. On my lead core, I was I could have got them on straight lead core, but I didn't want to put out that much line. I wanted a little shorter line. So I was running 2 colors of lead core teamed with a 1-ounce trolling sinker. That was working very well, and I was pulling spoons on that line. Honorable mention goes to the orange and white Popeye spoon right there. Not a lot of guys are pulling these. Very unique spoon. Bend that tail, dial it into any trolling speed you want. Check it out aside of the boat. Check it out aside of the kayak. Trout love this spoon. The more I fish it, the more I like it. That's honorable mention. My number one spoon was actually quite similar. The orange and silver, or red and silver, both of them were working. Pinhead spoon. I really like the Pinhead. It's one of the most devastating spoons in our lineup. You can troll it across a broad range of speeds. You could troll it down to 1.5. You could catch kokanee on this spoon. You could troll it all the way up to speedy shiner speeds, 2.7 to 3 to beyond 3. It's compact. It weighs 1/8 of an ounce, so it's something you can also cast offshore. Just a great all-around spoon to have in your arsenal. They were chomping on that. And I figure with that 1-ounce sinker in the line, 2 colors, 1-ounce sinker is going to get you down 2 miles an hour, ballpark 7 feet. The lead core, 2 colors, it's going to get you down 5 feet of color, 10 feet. 17 feet, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Could have been 19, could have been 20, could have been 16. But I picked up a lot of bonus fish on that lead core outfit. But the main attraction was that natural colored Trout Trix worm. The disparity in colors of the two offerings, I think that really speaks to how good the fishing really is up there. I think you could have put a lot of offerings in the water and had a successful day, but that's what I was pulling. I had like 8 trout, I believe, so could have had an easy limit. Let them all go. They're still swimming around. They're out there for you. So if you want to make the trek up to French Meadows Reservoir, you're going to have a pretty good outing. Avoid the full moon. Things are perfect right now. The moon's really small. That's all I got to say. Come out. Join me on Collins Lake. Let's catch some trout in the foothills, or go out on your own. Get up to French Meadows, or join me on my kayak. I'm offering kayak trips up at French Meadows too. Anyway, that's all I got to say. I am Kel Kellogg. You stay safe. Have a great 4th of July, and I will catch you next time right here on YouTube when we will be talking about golf. Of course, we're not going to talk about golf. We're going to talk about fishing. Thanks for all the support, guys.